Well, hey folks, it's your old pal, King Waspinator. Welcome back to Total Party Skills. Be sure to hit like and subscribe. As you can see in front of me, I have the brand new copy of the hardcover of Heroes Unlimited. Now, it's the exact same book as the standard second edition of Heroes Unlimited. So if you already have a copy of that, the value of having a hardcover is kind of up to you. I myself, you know, if it's going to be a role-playing game that you're actually planning on running, I personally like having multiple copies of the rule book on hand. Just, especially in a game like this where people might have to be referencing superpowers or magic spells or psychic abilities frequently, it helps to have more than one copy of the book at the table. And especially with Palladium, you can't guarantee that the players are going to have those. And in some ways, it's not necessarily what you want, you know, is to be encouraging your players to be buying the rule books, because then they might be finding out, you know, background information about the setting and stuff that you don't want them to know. If you don't have a copy of Heroes Unlimited and you're looking at buying one, this is not a bad place to start. If there's any complaints about it, I noticed that at least this copy that I have, the binding is not actually glued to the backing. It's connected purely from like these little wings of paper. You do get this nice, you know, internal bit of art on the inner sleeve. It's the same on both sides. I kind of wonder if, from the color scheme, if this is supposed to, you know, maybe placate the Canadians and such who've complained about how Americanized the cover of the rule book itself is, with this kind of vaguely Canadian flag vibe going on here. There's this maple leaf. Anyway, though, like I said, it's the exact same book. And what I wanted to call attention to, though, is something that, you know, it's a little bit of a flaw. I'm going to get here, all the way back to the end of the book, get to the section on magic spells, level 6 spells. Here we are. See, this game, and this version of this game has been out since, like, the late 90s, so we're talking 20-plus years now. And Magic Pigeon is still typoed. This is supposed to be a completely separate entry. It, you know, so in terms of its font, it should match, you know, how the impervious to energy. There should be some gap between it and the text. And no, it's not. It's just bold. But they didn't fix this typo. Are they unaware of this? It's been over 20 years. I mean, you're going to go this much trouble, put some new art in it, reformat it for hardcover and all that kind of stuff. You redid the cover. I mean, the Heroes is all nice and blue, and the whole thing looks nice. It pops better somehow than the soft cover does. And yet, in spite of that, though, you couldn't take the fucking time and be professional. I mean, also considering that this is the second edition, it's not like this is some first edition mistake. Your big second edition of your book. Did I pass it already? Where are we? Yeah, here we are again, yeah. Let's look at it. Magic Pigeon. I don't know. I mean, you know, it's if you bought a soft cover, that would be the same, so it's not like this is a fuck up that's unique to this. I just find it reassuring when professional companies do stuff like that, because it doesn't make me feel as bad about, you know, my amateurish homemade stuff that I put out there. So anyway, overall grade, B+. It doesn't add anything at all. It is the exact same book. So if you are fresh to Heroes Unlimited and want to give it a shot, it's just as good of a book to pick up as the soft cover. If you already have Heroes Unlimited, I guess that's kind of up to you. I wanted it just because I'm going to be trying to, you know, run a game, so I want to have an extra copy around. And I don't know, like the corners are pretty sharp. I actually gouged my knee earlier enough that it's like kind of like, you know, like same level that a dog or a cat claw scratch would be, just from the corners right there. So don't run around the room holding a copy of this book, and don't fling it at your friends, because you might put their eye out with your copy of the hardcover of Heroes Unlimited. I mean, it's a good game. It's like, you know, easily like, well, it's definitely my favorite superhero comic book style role-playing game, and it's certainly like one of the top tier ones, and, you know, one of the best products put out by Palladium. If only they had fucking fixed the magic missile or magic pigeon entry. Ugh. Oh well. Stay waspinated. Hit buttons. Look in the description box. Leave comments. All that good stuff. And have a good night.